What up? What up? What up? Welcome to the Words with Wade podcast, episode 188.
Yeah.
It took me a second to remember. I had to go back to the cover.
It's been a little minute since you actually forgot.
Hey, I'm struggling. I'm operating. I'm running on E right now, so you know, auxiliary power over here. I, of course, am your host, Wade Blogs, aka Mr. Quid Pro Quo, aka Smiley Johnson, aka the Honorable Sekou Rabomalao, aka the
Young Aloe.
Yeah, can't forget Young Aloe, aka funny story. Look,
word
in the middle of my AKAs.
Wow.
Look, Unconation, funny story. Y'all know,
man.
Have y'all seen this? Well, if you go on my TikTok, I have TikTok now. It's really funny. I have a Versace robe, right? It's beautiful. It's wonderful. It's gorgeous.
Versace.
Luxurious, right? So I order pizza for my kid because, you know, I can't do anything. And I open the door. The dude's like, hey, man, where you get that Versace robe from? I said, you know, when I left the country for a couple of weeks, you know, I was able to cop one out the country. It's like, oh, okay. He said, I got a Gucci sweatsuit I'm trying to sell. You want it? I looked at him.
What the?
This man really tried to sell you a Gucci outfit?
Yeah. I looked at him like,
pizza though? Why delivering the pizza?
My pizza's still in hand. Still having my pizza in his hand. I was like,
look, shooters
shoot.
Didn't
I just tell you I copped this out of the country?
Look, shooters shoot, yo. Like when you see an open basket, when you see an opportunity, you fucking shoot. Yo.
I guess.
So look, I'm on a humbug. I bet you he had that joint in the back seat of the car too. I promise you that nigga did.
Probably.
Pizza in hand. As soon as he saw Versace, then he said, "Yo, okay. I got it. You want this sweatsuit? I know he gonna get it. I know he gonna about to, and I'm about to get a nice tip off of this too."
I looked at him like, man, cool, give me this pizza for these kids. Oh man. But anyway,
oh my god.
Wait.
Y'all gonna get your lives together?
I can't hold it.
Wade Blogs. Joining me as always, ladies and gentlemen. I think I should start doing that on my intro. Just start telling random stories. I don't know.
I totally forgot that you was even still doing your fucking intro. Like,
I know, right?
Bro.
That's the crazy part.
That's why I spoke. I was like, we still going?
Oh no, you remember it used to be story time with Wade, like, cause you used to break out of random stories and all that, like to the point I was gonna do Slick Rick, the story joint. Yeah. Oh my god.
I have stories for days. I was just telling somebody that I have a bunch of stories. My life is very interesting.
Oh my god.
Yeah. I gotta wait till May 12th to hear that, huh?
Yes.
Because you know what? We'll have a conversation after May 12th. We'll have a conversation. Pencil me in for a conversation.
Yeah.
Yeah, because something else occurred. Anyway,
help us.
Joining me as always, ladies and gentlemen, we're joined by Miss Nissa Moore, aka Scangela Davis, aka Scan is here.
Hey y'all. Keep it short and cute.
Oh, you're not gonna throw the "I'm here" in there?
Oh, I think I made that clear already. We didn't have a full-blown conversation on my end. I think it would be just pure foolishness at this point for me to say I'm here.
10 minutes into the show.
I'm fucking here, right? Just stick with the script. I'm here. Damn it, I'm here.
You look, You heard Jay-Z. You got to stick to the script.
There you go. I'm here.
And of course, normally I say straight out of the Dungeons of Rap. We're gonna say for today's episode, with the sounds laid down by the underground.
Yeah. Yeah.
Jeez,
The other light skin.
Shit.
Hey,
the one who put the satin on your panties.
Hey. Trying to make $1.15.
Yeah, exactly.
So
never stop me from getting busy.
Hey. Hey, they say I'm ugly, but it just don't faze me.
Exactly.
Anyway,
Kenny. Don't stop me.
Ladies and
I'm
gentlemen.
a freak.
You was proud of that too, right?
Oh, Wes got busy in the Burger King bathroom.
Yeah, I remember when I was little, I heard that. I was like, yo, this is crazy. I
wanted to go to Burger King all the time after that. It's like that's how they handed them out.
Amen. No, the crazy part to me, and this is how young and stupid I was. And you got to remember, Digital Underground's from Oakland, so I was busy trying to find a Burger King they were at. I was like, so what Burger King did y'all go to? Because there's only a couple of Burger Kings. There's only a couple of Burger Kings out here. So like, if they give it up like this, I need to know.
Apparently, you was going to the wrong Burger King. Huh?
Clearly, I was. Clearly, because I was looking. My young ass was out there.
Out there.
I was looking. Hey, you trying to do that?
Damn.
Hey, what he said? Just grab them in the biscuits. I was trying.
Exactly.
I was trying.
You know, some of these songs, some of this shit wouldn't make it nowadays.
Of course not.
We had some vulgar ass songs back then too, in a way. Like some of them were like trying to be on some coy type shit when they were talking about something, but then you had the ones that were just straight vulgar.
I mean, I don't think that.
I don't think just took her cookies. Did you just violate her?
Yeah, I don't think you can even say that today. Just grab them in the biscuits. I don't think you can say that. Like, because they were like, "Yo, what are you saying? You might get canceled."
No, you can't. If Throat Baby can get played on the radio,
thank you.
Oh, good point.
It can get played now.
Touche.
Because like literally the crazy. This is what I had to put into perspective when it comes to that. When I heard Throat Baby, I was like, wow, they just really letting this rock on the radio.
It's catchy.
But then I thought about it. Our generation had Akinelli Put It in Your Mouth.
Well, they added so much for the radio version.
But it still played on the radio, though. It was a single. It got played on the radio. And it was like when that came on in the house party, everybody lost
anywhere. Not just a house party. In the club,
that's true.
And today, that come on today, it still goes off.
Even now.
Every chick knows
everybody's getting that.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I had never heard such passion delivered in a grand gesture of women about fellatio.
Yes. He said, put it in your mouth. God damn it.
Because he made it so ambidextrous.
Yes, he made it like you. Boom.
But let me tell you something. You know why? Why? Because that was one of those empowering things for women at that point.
Oh, I know.
Sexual empowerment type shit.
Oh, I know.
Like, niggas tell women all the time to suck their dick. All the time. It's expected. It's expected. Okay? Most men will not a woman if she's not sucking. That's just being realistic.
Like true.
And if he's okay with it, someone else is sucking. I hate to say that, but it's true. But that was why that song was even so much more popular. You know what I mean? And even now,
I get it. Oh no, trust me, I get it. As I grew up and started to understand, yeah, I get it 100%.
So we're off on an early tangent. Let's try to bring it back in. Can we?
You started it off. You didn't even get through your intro without going through going off on a tangent.
Well, because it's
together.
It's a celebration. Because it's very rare, and you know what? That's a lie. I can't say that. I'm gonna say it's very rare I can celebrate Oakland in the way I'm about to.
No,
but
it's
that's a lie. I
not.
celebrate Oakland all the time.
Every single time.
Every show, every chance I get, I
That's
say
another
something
one.
about
That's another one of your AKAs, Mr. Town Business.
Please believe it. I'm with that. What we're talking about, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, Uncut Nation, the collective known as Oakland and its hip hop lost a pioneer, one of the greatest minds in hip hop in the last few days. You don't know, we lost Shock G, leader of Digital Underground, aka Humpty Hump. Y'all know the Humpty dance. Is your chance, do the hump.
I think
That's
it's
what
still
most of
funny that a lot of people didn't know they were the
A lot
same
of people didn't
person.
know that. A lot of people didn't know that. To this day, a lot of people didn't know that. You know, what's funny is I see all the tributes, and like unfortunately, like we've done for the last 3 episodes,
Which
death
is,
comes in threes.
yeah, man, that shit really sucks.
See a lot of tributes, and I see a lot of people posting their videos of Shock G and the interviews they have with them, and the songs, you know, their favorite Digital Underground songs and stuff like that. But you know, when you're from Oakland, when you're from the area they're from, it's a little different. It hits a little different with us. The first thing I thought of course, you think of Shock G. For me, being who I am, I think of Pop, just natural. After you get past Pop, I think of all the Digital Underground songs that people didn't hear. You know, not the singles, like stuff you heard on the albums. Because you know, after Humpty Dance and Do What You Like, people won't think about that. But like Kiss Me and I Kiss You Back, I still
That was my
sing.
shit.
Yeah, I still sing Sex Packets to this day. Yeah, Kiss that song. Speak of songs that can go off today. That can go off right now. If that song came out today, "Kiss Me and I Kiss You Back" would be a hit right now. That would be a hit right now.
You know what? It may if someone like kind of put it out there again.
Yeah, I mean the song's 25 years old now. You can remake that song.
I'm about to say, go ahead, redo it. Return of the Wave.
There you go.
And if people didn't know this too, they were also in the movie called Nothing But Trouble.
Yes.
Right. Nothing But Trouble is where Mr. Of course, Saint Machiavelli, the patron saint of all thugs, made his
actorial debut.
You know, clown around, but they hang around with the underground. Frown with the clowns, some round gas. I know. Yeah, I literally know that back and forth. But it's me, MIT, class of '95. Anyway,
I think that's the first time you ever threw the class out there.
Something new. Anyway, I don't want to be sad about this because Shock wasn't a sad person. You know what I mean? If you knew Shock, and I'm not gonna sit here and say I knew Shock G, I will say I think I've seen him a few times in real life. Like, but you know, that's just because we're from the same area. But he was a vibrant person. He wants you to live life and take advantage of all things, opportunities that life has brought to you. So this feels a little different for me than say DMX and even Black Rob. And I don't want to say it's because the Oakland thing. I just think it's because of the person. And then, of course, the circumstances surrounding his passing. We still don't know all those things for sure. But I would definitely say Shock was a major part of my childhood. And of course, Humpty Hump made me feel like I could be cool with glasses on. No nose job. I forgot about that. Yeah. Do-de-o, do-de-be, no nose job. Said do-de-o, do, no nose job. I remember that. Oh man, I just thought about that. I remember that. What I found interesting, and this kind of tears it into everything, and I hope I find it because I know I have the video set up. Someone posted a video of Shock where he talked about his rapping style and different rappers' rapping style. He even mentioned Pop.
Yeah, I said that.
Yeah, I gotta pull because we sent so much in our chat that I gotta see if I can find it really quick. I probably
it was actually sent to me.
Here's one Shock story. I can play this really quick because I just ran across it, where Shock talks about. Well, let's just play it when he talks about Pac. Let's just play it. Can I get this?
Tupac. Tell me about I Get Around. Tell me about that song. Tell me about that verse that he wrote. I Get Around was the time I pulled Pac out of the party, and I said, yo, they got 2 more hits on you. They already had 2 in Oakland. Now they got 2 in L.A. 4 people are paid to kill you. Take it easy. Take my key. Live in my condo while I'm on tour. Watch the Jeffersons. Relax. You know what Pac told me? He said, you finished? You don't get it, do you? I don't give a fuck. And walked away. And before he got out of sight, he looked back one last time and went, my God. So Pac was ready. He was ready. He knew he was done here. On to his next planet. On to his next adventure. Maybe he was reincarnated on Earth. Who knows? But Pac wasn't worried about death. He was not scared of death.
That's kind of how I feel about Shock. He wasn't worried about death. Wasn't scared of death. I'm still looking for that clip, so give me a second here.
Humpty Hump and Slick Rick rhyme from the nasal palate. Nas rhymes from the back of his throat. Biggie is a swinger. He swings like a horn player over jazz. B-I-G-P-O, P-P-A, no info for the D-E-A. He put more emphasis on the He's just spelling his name. But the flow, vicious. On the other hand, I think Tupac pulled from Martin Luther King, Malcolm X. I don't know when it is that we're going to make it to the mountaintop. But one day, all the children will be able to play together. All the children, it's like pouring those words out because you mean it. And that's why, I never had a father figure, but I was raised by the thugs and the drug dealers. That's why I love niggas.
Hey, man, that right there.
Yeah, that analogy.
Yeah. Like, I was like,
that down perfectly.
Yeah,
he
I
did.
never even thought of it. Never even thought of it till he said, I was like, that's exactly why Pac sounded that way.
That's what made him so good at what he was doing, because he meant it. He was telling a real story.
Yeah.
He was telling an actual story, and he told it in different ways, and that's what makes people great artists.
And he poured it from his heart, and that's why a lot of people, that's why Pac resonates today, because a lot of people don't go through the things Pac went through, but you feel it in the emotions in your heart.
Yeah, that's literally always been my response. Like after, quite a few years of the Biggie and Tupac debate, who was better, and this, that, and the third, it boiled down for me when everybody was like, well, how can Pac be your favorite over Big? And I was like, I'll never say Pac was a better lyricist than Big, because he wasn't. It was just the emotion and the feeling I related to Pac more. That's why he's my favorite over Big.
Yeah. And I want to be respectful of Shock. Let's not take away from Shock's star. Just to, first off, to be still cool, it's very rare, and we'll talk more about that later on, for someone to start out with somebody and being years and years past, they're still cool, especially in this era. We see crews break up all the time. I think we talked about that like last week, and we'll talk more about that later on. And even though Pac had his own career, Shock was there on every album. You know what I'm saying? Shock produced I Get Around. Shock produced Me Against the World. Shock produced a couple of tracks on All Eyes on Me, I think it was. So he was still there. It wasn't like, oh, he's not in the group no more. Pac was still Digital Underground, still Oakland. Let's not forget like Money B and everybody else that spawned from Digital Underground. So it's a huge loss in the community, a bigger loss on the West Coast, of course, because he's one of ours. And just from everything we've been through this month of April,
man,
just a huge, huge loss. Shock G, the one that put the satin on your panties.
Mm-hmm.
Like that's gonna always be that right there. It's gonna be what we remember Shock for. Or, he saying gonna do what you like, and if you missed it, he's the one that said, just grab them in the biscuits. Shock G.
I think he was, if I'm not mistaken, he was the first artist to bring in a multiple personality. Everybody always tries to give that credit to Cassidy when he did the Hustler joint.
Mm-hmm.
The problem, like when he did the Problem versus the Hustler, even before Cassidy did that, Tracy Lee did Many Faces. That was his first album. He had, I believe, 4 different personalities throughout the whole album. But literally, Shock G, I don't think anybody played dual characters. And even after he did it, everybody else did it only on record. He did it in public.
Right. That was it was actually Humpty wasn't an alter ego, it was another person.
Exactly.
They played it like it was 2 people for a long time. and like we said before the show, like people to this day just realizing he was Humpty Hump.
Right.
20 something years later. And
why would they think that though?
I mean, originally it was just the Shock was just so cool and laid back, and Humpty was just, in your face comedic. It was 2 completely different personas. The thing that I think eventually gave it away for the public, of course, if you was in close proximity, you already knew. But I think for what the public started to catch wind of it after a while was you would never see both of them in the same place at the same time. But of course, in the video, Shock is Shock is there and Humpty is there. So it's just like, at the time, you're not thinking it's 2 different people. I mean, you're not thinking it's the same person. You're thinking it's 2 different people.
I think the first time, this dating myself like I always seem to do. I think the first time I realized it was the same person when Humpty Hump and Digital Underground was on Rap City with Joe Claire, and Shock would do a segment, and they were like, "Yeah, I don't know where Hump went. We'll go to commercial and Humpty Hump be back." Yeah. And the next thing you know, Humpty Hump's there and Shock's on, and I'm like, "Oh Lord, something's not right here." I think that was the first time I realized it, but by that time they were already, made.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, it's just compounding his death with everything we've seen this month. It's just really sad. And I know we make jokes and we laugh, but I think if you knew of Shock, he would want you to do that. He would want you to smile and enjoy his journey. Like he said with Pop, he was ready to go. He's on another adventure, and that's how I feel about Shock. He's on another adventure. He's moved on to another plateau. But I think his musical influence through Pac and through Oakland will be felt for a long time. So rest in peace, Shock G, man. Definitely. Hopefully we don't have to do this again anytime soon. I know the saying is death comes in threes, but sheesh. Yeah. That was my 3. I'm good.
Yeah. Like literally like what, a week apart almost?
Yeah. I mean, we've done 3 shows back to back. X, Rob, Shock G.
Mm-hmm.
Literally. So yeah, I mean,
well, they are no longer here to have to deal with nonsense that's going on in the world right now.
Well, that's definitely true.
And it's definitely sad that they are gone. But of course, we are the ones that will mourn them more because we are still alive to remember them.
I think that's what consoles me about, especially with X. Like, he's not in pain anymore. He's not going through any of this stuff no more. You know what I mean? I feel better because I know a lot of people, and we got to get into it. They had his celebration this past weekend, and a lot of people made the comment like, "Hey, don't give X his flowers now. You should have given them to him when he was alive." And I know we've on this show gave X his flowers on several occasions. So, we've always been huge fans of DMX. We've said on numerous occasions how we were cheering for X. And it was good to see all that love and support for him at his celebration, his going home celebration. One thing that stood out to me was, like I said earlier, that the entire Rough Rider camp was still there, intact. Like, that crew has been the same people for the
100%.
last 25. Like, you don't see that anymore. When they got on the stage and Eve was there, Drag, The Locks, Swiss, like the same people. I mean, of course you
Man,
have the
that
other
was a
people.
good time. That was a good time, man.
Yeah.
Just thinking about just all the music we got, just all the, man, that's a good group of people right there, as far as I would say artistry wise.
1,000%.
And they gave us good shit to rock to.
Yeah.
1,000%.
I'm about to say that was when we was at the skating rink. We was at on Williamsburg Road, off of Williamsburg Road at Skateland. And shit, Rough Riders Volume 1 had really just hit. And the first 4 songs, it was of course the Rough Riders remix joint with the Locks and Eve on it. The Down Bottom joint with Drag and Juvie. Eve single. Damn, what was the name of that song? I can't think of the name of the song.
Was that What Y'all Want? Was that Eve?
Y'all? Yeah.
Yeah.
And then number 4 was the Jigga My Nigga joint.
Yeah.
The Jigga. All 4 of them joints, you could play them joints back to back.
Yeah, they want to run.
We was in there rocking.
They want to run. Yeah. So it was a sad ceremony, of course, because we all felt like, we said X was 50 years old. 50 is too young to die. Mm-hmm. And it felt like he was on the right path to something. Seeing his interviews lately and just hearing about the energy around him, you feel like, okay, X is back. So to hear this is really sad. We've had time to process it, of course, and I know his family is still grieving. I didn't know he had that many kids. I kind of forgot that his first wife, was he wasn't with his first wife anymore. I totally forgot about that. And that's the one I think I'm most familiar with, just because they was together the longest and in the beginning. The ceremony is on. If you haven't seen his going home ceremony, it's on his YouTube channel. The entire 4-hour ceremony. I did not watch the entire thing. I'm not gonna sit here and cap to y'all. But from what I saw, the clips online, you can see some of the performances. Nas spoke so elegantly, and something me and you had talked about, G, that didn't know X's first album actually came out months before Belly. Mm-hmm. He was actually recording his first album the same time they were shooting Belly. So,
yeah. Like we spoke about, I thought he got the role as Tommy in Belly because of the success of his album. But he was already cast in the role and already shooting it and working on the album. Because like when Nas said what he said, he was like, yeah, his album hadn't dropped, and he was talking to me with tears in his eyes about what the journey that he was about to embark on. I was like, is Nas drunk? Like, how high is Nas right now? But then when I went and looked at it, both of them came out, what was that, 2008, I think?
Nah, how do you refer?
No, I'm sorry. 98. I'm sorry. So I was like, okay, well, that makes sense. Because, having to shoot the scenes and everything, do the editing and so on and so forth. And then I guess Hype decided to go ahead and pick one of X's songs off of his project to use as the trailer, as the audio for the trailer, which I thought, of course, was very dope. And once I saw a visual to that song, because I actually used to skip that song. But once I saw the visual to it, then I was just like, maybe I need to listen to this. Haven't skipped it since.
Yeah, I think I'm really sitting here thinking, like, I can't remember the last time I skipped over an X song. Like, there's been albums I haven't listened to. Like, I haven't listened to this album, but like when I put X in, I'm normally going through the whole thing.
Yeah, I was about to say it's albums that I hadn't listened to either.
Yeah.
Like I ain't even gonna hold you. Like after he passed, and probably like 2 days later, because I tried to listen to his music the day of and I couldn't. So like 2 days later, of course at this point, Tidal had put up a playlist.
Of course.
So I was listening to the playlist and I'm listening to songs. I was like, I ain't never heard this before. And I'm looking at the album cover. I was like, oh, because this was on Grand Champ. I ain't listened to Grand Champ.
Right.
But, you know, even if you could be like, well, I ain't really like that beat or whatever, X was still present. X was still X on every project. He still had the same message. He still had the same captivation and allure. Like I know some people would be like, you know, well, the bark wasn't there for a certain part. No, it wasn't. I mean, at some point you get tired. But I think he did a great job of taking a step back at certain points. You know, when people realized he needed more help than he could give himself, they tried to, you know, step in. And he was, you know, like you said, where he was on a point where he was getting back to where he was.
Yeah.
So
I think that's the saddest part of all this. You know, I think we all felt like X was coming back. You know, and for this to happen, and what has been rumored to be about, you know what I mean? It's sad about. It's just really sad. And I know Irv Gotti said his piece, and I'm not going to really address that further than that. If you know, you know.
Yeah.
But definitely, I would recommend any DMX fan, any fan of the Rough Riders, any fan of hip hop, any fan of that era of hip hop, go to DMX's YouTube channel. If you can't watch the whole 4 hours, I get it. But it's a moving tribute. It reminds me of a couple years ago when Aretha Franklin passed, and her funeral was on BET, and like my aunt and my pops, my aunt and my grandma was like in the living room watching, and it was to them, you know, that's how it was, you know, and that's how I felt with X. Like this is this is us, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
His daughter performed at his funeral. The Honorable Minister Louis Farrakhan spoke. Kanye had his choir out. One thing I didn't like, I felt funny about it, but later on I heard, you know, they were selling like memorial shirts for like $1,000 a shirt.
Wow.
But it's like Balenciaga DMX memorial shirts, you know, the memorial t-shirts people wear, but they were just by Balenciaga. But apparently they would all the proceeds went to X's family. So
okay.
Yeah, I felt funny about that, but I mean, I guess, you know what I mean? They could have just wrote him a check. Like, it just feels funny. You know what I mean? It just feels like you're extorting his image. But, you know,
yeah, I see where you're going with that.
It just felt funny. You know what I mean? But I guess. But hey, man, long live X, man.
Certainly.
And his he has a new album supposed to come out in July, I think it is. I hope the album does well. Apparently, Rough Riders Anthem shot to #1 on the charts this week. People are going back, as normally what happens when someone passes away. People go back and listen to their music, stream their music. Like all of DMX's albums are like in the top 10. So I hope when this new album comes out, hope his legal situation is right, and his family can get money off his royalties and stuff, and eat well, because he has a lot of kids, and they need to be taken care of. And I thought, and this was just me seeing this, the fact that his ex-wife and his new fiance were like cool.
Yeah.
There's a clip of them like hugging.
Yeah, she even his ex-wife, when she was up speaking, she acknowledged his fiance. And and literally was just like, I loved him and I love the way that you loved him. So if she decides to come up here and speak, and she at this point is addressing the audience, like, y'all need to show her love.
I think most people recognize X with Shashira, his first wife. That's what people just know that. They, like I said, we don't know his personal life, and even me, like I forgot that he had moved on from that situation, from that marriage. So when you see his first wife, the one that we all recognize, acknowledge his new wife, his fiance, like, hey, that's what it is now. So y'all respect her. Y'all might not know who she is. That's who he wouldn't respect her. I thought that was very dope, very grown. You know what I mean?
Extremely.
And she made sure everybody else now was gonna be grown.
Exactly. Yep. So I got nothing but love for her for that, because you shouldn't have to do that.
Love for you, baby.
Yeah.
Sorry,
yeah, definitely.
It's a song for everything.
It is. It is. So let's kind of pick this a little bit here. Rest in peace to everybody we lost. Hopefully that's the last loss we're going to talk about for a while in hip hop. Death is inevitable, but let's have a little fun. Let's enjoy life. We recognize all this is going on in the world. We're still in a pandemic, so enjoy life. And of course, I always say, Black men, take better care of yourselves, please. We need y'all. We need y'all out here. Now, something else happened.
You're saying y'all like you're not one of us.
I mean,
we need us out here.
I'm all right.
It's more like I should be saying we need y'all.
Well, yeah.
We need y'all out here to make sure that we're all right.
There you go.
As I often say, and if you've seen,
I was about to say, shout out to your Snapchat too, Wade, because I saw that.
Yeah, I've gotten a lot about that. I didn't think it would jump off like that, so I was just talking. But my job is to make sure that y'all are good. So yeah, stuff happened earlier. If you're not following me on social media, then that's your loss. I put out a little PSA about April 24th, which was, I've heard things about that happened for that day. Like a lot of people saying it was just some internet stuff. No, stuff really happened, which is really crazy. But I put out a little PSA about that, about taking care of our sisters. So appreciate y'all looking at that. It really got like a bunch of views. So I was impressed. Next time I'll make sure I get a haircut when I do a video. I didn't think it was gonna be like that. I just was talking.
Let the shabby rock, yo.
You
gotta let the shabby rock from time to time.
I know I only get a haircut every couple months. You know how I get. But look, let's continue on with the rundown.
The rundown.
We had our latest verses, which wasn't really a verses.
No, not really.
Under the verses name,
seemed like a concert to me.
That's what it was.
Yeah, essentially.
That's what it was.
Thanks, Redman, Method Man.
Yeah,
and all surprise guest.
Yeah, it was a 420 concert. Redman and Method Man, and friends.
Can't be mad at that.
Yeah, I'm not mad at it because it felt real hip hop-ish. You know what I mean? Like
real hip hop-ish.
Yeah, like it was really the boom bap. It was really like we rapping there. It's not none of this.
That's what that was though.
Yeah, it was we rapping. You know what I'm saying?
That's exactly what it was.
We rapping up here. These is bars. So I'm all for it. It's no point in really going down, the track list like we normally do, because it really wasn't a track list. Like they just went each other's songs. And I will say I enjoyed Method Man doing the first verse of the Riddler. It was funny.
Yeah.
He said he didn't know you remember that song. See, I used to have a joke that I can't tell during Ramadan with that song. But it was funny to hear that song because people forget that song.
Like I didn't. I thought that was I think that was one of his most slept on songs.
Yeah.
I had the single.
Yeah, I did too. That was my joint. I used to have this. I tell as much as the joke I can. I used to have this joke where, people say, well, they have relations to music, and I was like, I don't get all that. I'll be with the chick with the Riddler, and like I said, it loses its punch because I can't say what I want to say, but y'all get me. Y'all follow me. Yeah. Y'all, hey, rewind this. Go back home, rewind this, and you get it. I can't even say the rest of that because it's Ramadan. It was dope to see Keith Murray come out, of course.
It's always dope to see Keith.
Yeah, Keith is one of
the lyrical leprechaun.
Yeah, Keith is like Keith Murray is one of the illest lyricists of all time that nobody cares about.
Yeah, I was about to say, like, is it safe to say, like, he might actually be the most underrated lyricist in hip hop history?
You may have a point. I think what hurts Keith Murray is his style became a joke. And what I mean by that is that he was one of the first people that started rhyming the whole intergalactic space stuff. Mm-hmm. And people started like dissing that, like Prodigy, rest in peace, Prodigy, talking about that. You know what I'm saying? People rhyming all this crazy space stuff out there, punch you in the face when I see you, like stuff like that. It kind of, yeah, like it kind of became a joke. So, and even now, like
the
people
doc wants to punch the nerd for being smart.
Yeah, that's like, basically what it is.
Yeah. How you gonna bully somebody? Oh, you're out here being smart and talking about shit other than shooting each other. I'm gonna punch you in the face. Oh, so we're gonna solve that with violence.
Because that's like
that would make somebody punch me, right? Because I'm gonna make you think about what the fuck you just said. So you're basically punch me.
It's like
something positive and something outside of the norm.
It's like the cliche high school shit.
For that.
It's like the cliche high school shit. The kid, the bad kid or the misunderstood kid or whatever stigmata you want to put on the kid in the back of the class that's really not participating, and the teacher calls on them. And they go to answer the question. The whole class laugh at them. But then the kid that's sitting in the front row raise their hand to answer it. So then it's just like they're automatically at odds because they're in different social classes. Mm-hmm. Just off of
grown ass people we talking about.
Yeah, but I'm saying, but
fucking high school.
No. But what I'm saying is all of that shit
about here.
That shit
That's
still.
What my point is.
Still translates. It still translates.
It does. I'm not saying I don't understand where that comes from, but I'm saying it. We're talking about grown men who probably have babies.
Yeah.
That don't mean the trauma's gone.
Oh, fuck all that. You're getting right now.
That don't mean the trauma's gone.
Like that's what I try to teach my children.
I mean, hell, Prodigy daughter still rap with the trauma. I just listened to some of her shit the other day.
Listen, sometimes you need to make people think about stupid shit that comes out of their mouths. And that doesn't make any sense to me. But okay.
But we that's really what happened. If Keith Murray, I think if that never happened, he probably would be a lot more famous than what he is now. Because his style hasn't changed. Like, he still raps the same. He pretty much still looks the same.
So you tell me that thug gotta be famous?
Basically, they made his style a joke. They made his style a joke.
So you mean to tell me he got thugged out of being famous?
They were like, all this stuff nobody cares about.
At the same token, we also can't erase the fact that he did do a bid and he was gone for a minute.
That too. I think that.
And this was like at the height, like when he was getting up there, and he had to go away. It wasn't
contributed to it.
Yeah, back then wasn't like it is now. You couldn't record in jail and drop some shit over the phone.
Very true.
Right?
Like when you had to do your bid, you was just gone. Niggas ain't hear from your ass.
They have live sessions in jail. You feel me? With like 5-6 niggas standing there in front of a camera of just a live feed, and people be talking cash shit, and they be talking cash shit back to people. Nigga, you in jail. y'all doing?
They be
Look,
having
Where's
cell
everyone
phones and stuff
at?
in jail, bro.
I was about to say they be having cell phones and goddamn Facebook pages and everything, yo.
Yeah.
Just they be chilling out there.
I'm dead serious, yo. My cousin had a
Wait, it
Facebook
look like
page
it's
while he
going
was
to
locked
be in
up.
jail. Yeah, okay.
I literally got a friend request from my cousin while he was in jail on Facebook. I'm not even playing.
He should be worried about something else.
Look, they get computer time, yo. They got a computer lab and everything set up.
Oh man,
with social media today,
out
I
here
don't doubt
on
it.
fucking Tinder and shit.
Hey, that happened. I've heard those stories.
You know what I'm saying? Picking up pen pals on Tinder.
Hey, look, go ahead, send them flakes, yo. Send them joints. Let them post them on the wall.
That might be a marketing scheme right there. Hey,
I'm
trying to tell you. Hey, May 12th. May 12th.
No, but do I really want? No, man. Do I really?
Yeah,
because you don't want.
Yeah, you do. Hold on. Look, we'll talk about that offline. Trust me.
I feel like
I got a plan. I got a plan.
You got a plan?
I got a plan. Okay. I got a plan.
We'll come back to that later. But yeah, the Verzuz was dope. Like I said, if you're a fan of hip hop, it's one of those things where I get a lot of new kids might not like it because it's really rap. It's rapidy rap. Rapidy rap.
Rapidy rap.
Rapidy
you know what I mean? So you might not like it. And they did I Got My Mind Made Up. They did a bunch of stuff. I didn't realize that Meth might be the only person in history that's worked with like almost all the greats that have passed away besides Black Rob, quote unquote. Like Meth has a song with Pac, Meth has a song with Big, Meth has a song with DMX. Like Meth has a lot of. I really didn't even realize until he played. He went through them all. I was like, wow, Meth's been around for a while. So definitely Verzuz. I heard there's another Verzuz coming. The Mother's Day Verzuz. I think that's going to be the SWV and Escape one. Let me pull that up really quick. I think that's what that's coming to be. Just pull up that schedule here. Mother's Day Verzuz. We haven't announced it. The Mother's Day special. They haven't. That's supposed to be one May 8th, then another one May 9th. So we'll see. The next Verzuz will be May 8th. They haven't announced who it's going to be. Not that I have right here. So we will see. I kind of want them to go back to the old format, but I get why they can't. I think that that Gucci Mane and Jeezy changed something for them, and they don't want to go back to that. So we'll see. We'll see how they carry it from now on. But I definitely think that Gucci Mane and Jeezy change. Gucci Mane and Jeezy change Verzuz because they haven't been the same since, and I don't think they want to put like that beef in the air. So they've made all these friendly battles, which is cool, I guess. Yeah. If you unfortunately, if you're like me, I like stuff like animosity and issues and guns and click pow and stuff like that. That's me. Move on here. Let's get ready to wrap this up. Cardi's launching her own beauty line called Barty Beauty. She's going to be competing in the same space as Rihanna. So, ladies, you get to choose between Fenty and Barty. Just get money. I'm not mad at it. I'm not mad at all. It's enough money for everybody to eat. They should do something together. Let's see. We could mention was the earlier this week we did get the news that the killer, we can say that officially now, it's not alleged anymore. The killer of George Floyd, former officer Derek Chauvin, whatever his name is, was indicted on all 3 charges of murder. He's set to be sentenced, I think Juneteenth. I think it's his sentencing date, which is just ironic. So I hope he gets everything he owes. Like, I hope they throw him under the jail. But just to have him sentenced to be found guilty is a huge step, you know, in the equal treatment of us. You know, that happened a few years ago. He'd have got off with no problem. We've seen that movie 1,000 times. So for him to be found guilty is a big deal. Just keep in mind that you know, the work's not done. While we can celebrate the battle, the war's far from won. Because in the same time we was getting that, there were 2 other murders that happened like at the same time. You know, the one in Ohio.
Right after, yeah.
Yeah. And then they had one in Elizabeth City, North Carolina. So while I do take joy in the Derek Chauvin case, we got a long way to go, yo. We got a long way to go. So, yeah, that case in Ohio doesn't sit right with me on so many levels. With the girl, Makila Bryant, I believe her name is Makia. Forgive me if I mispronounce her name. Just doesn't sit right with me. You know, not getting to that.
I haven't really said much on it because I have not watched the video and I'm choosing not to watch.
Yeah, that's another thing.
Only because I just have too many memories of them, of watching people get killed, and it's just not something I feel like I should be putting my own mental space through. It's not me ignoring it, because I'm fully aware of the situation that took place, but it's just more of I can't give my opinion really truly because I haven't watched the video.
No, but I get
it. I guess because I feel like if I say what my thoughts are without seeing the video, you know. So my thing is, from what my understanding is, she was being jumped by some other females, correct?
That's what I'm hearing. That hasn't been confirmed, but that's the story.
And that she had a knife out of self-defense and stabbing at one of the females. Police officer comes on the scene, shoots the young lady with the knife in her hand.
That's confirmed.
Okay. Now, the only part that I don't know is how long was it between the time this police officer got out of the car to the time he shot her?
I don't want to litigate this case here, but I will say I think it was like maybe 10 to 15 seconds. Like, but the crazy part about it is I'm hearing this, and this is not confirmed, so Uncut Nation, don't quote me on this. The story I'm hearing is she's the one who called the police because they were jumping her. So she called the police for them to leave her alone.
So did she call them before they started to jump her?
Yeah, I'm hearing.
Why did she go outside?
Who knows?
See what I'm saying? Like, it's just, this is why I said I didn't, there's just, I guess that's why it's really hard for me to say that this was a valid situation or whether it was not, because I really feel like this was an unfortunate turn of events, in my opinion. Only because she was out there defending herself. And unfortunately, a police officer is not going to know who the aggressor is. And if he's coming into a scene like that, how is he to know that she's the one that called?
Right. And
how
that's
is he
the sad
to know
part.
she's the one that was being jumped? Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And that's the bad part. So I guess that's why my question, if I was a juror in this situation, that would be my question. How long was it before the time he got out of the car to the time he shot her? Did he roll up and shoot her immediately? Or was there time in between where he was actually trying to tell her to put the knife down? You know what I mean? Like, there's a lot that's happening there, and I feel like it's not that clean cut. There's a lot of cases that we have seen with police officers killing our Black people, and they're clean cut. Like, you had no hesitation. You didn't think twice. There was no aggression here. There was nothing here to give you the impression that this person was going to hurt you or someone else. And unfortunately, in this situation, it's not that clear. Unfortunately,
I think where I stick up,
I hope
is,
something more comes out in the sense of
I'm sure more will come out. Where I stick up is that he shot her 4 times, and
that too.
I feel like that was excessive. You know,
It is
if you have a 15-year-old girl holding I get it, she was holding a knife and she had the knife caught back. Lethal force shouldn't be the only way you stop her. Like,
saying why he didn't just pop her once.
Why didn't he use his taser?
Agreed.
You have the case, in Minnesota where the cop mistook her gun for a taser, you know what I mean? So why didn't he use his taser and tase her and get her to drop knife? Or why didn't he just shoot in the air? I guess they're not trained to shoot warning shots or anything no more. But
I was about to say, I remember when it was you shoot to maim, not to kill. Like, you shoot a leg or arm or something.
But if you also do something like that in a crowd of people and you trying to shoot at a leg compared to her torso or some upper part of the body, is not going to be a real clear shot.
No, you're right about that. No. I'm not disagreeing.
You should have not taken that type of force, but at the same time, we have to put a legitimate question out there. In that moment in time, he had to make a decision. He saw a female was lounging at another female with a knife. It was hectic out there. He felt like he was making a choice at that moment to do what he needed to do. Mm-hmm. The only thing I will say that I don't agree with, which you have just brought to light, doing it 4 times is where the aggressive part comes from. Why did you need to do it 4 times? You could have popped her once. There's a prime example. When they stormed the Capitol, when they stormed it, they showed that video of that white woman getting shot. You know what that security did? He waited till she came through that window. Bow, 1 time and stepped right back. That's all he did.
Right. Exactly.
And I was not upset at the fact that he did it. He did it the proper way. Anything, I have to say they need to use that video as an example. Because he was not frantic. He was standing there making sure he took his time and did what he was supposed to do at that point. But it's just a lot, man. That's why I say it's a lot.
And my other issue with it is, and I posted this on my Facebook page, is that, she was outside. It was the whole neighborhood was outside. And nobody stepped in and said, stop this. This is stupid.
Yes, and nobody stopped it. Of course not. They're going to pull their phones out and they're going to record it. And then get upset when the police come over and shoot them.
That's where I get upset, because that neighborhood failed that little girl. Yep. Somebody should have stepped in. Somebody should have stepped in and be like, stop this. Stop this right now.
And before anybody in our nation take it this way, I am not blaming the victim at all. I'm just saying there are valid questions here. Like, if we're going to really try to compare, because of how, temperatures are high right now with what's going on with, police officers shooting Black people the way they are. You know what I mean? We still have to make sure we're asking all the right questions.
Definitely. Yep. I definitely 1000% agree with that.
It takes a village.
Correct. Yeah. And I agree with Wade on that, Angie. They failed her. They should have stopped that. They know how shit is crazy out here, and you call the police officers to a whole neighborhood of people out there frantic and being loud and fighting and all types of stuff and weapons. Come on now.
If I see 4 girls or 3 girls or however many girls it was fighting one girl, I'm going to interrupt that. Like, no, stop this. Stop this right now. Yeah. This ain't right. Stop this. So, that neighborhood failed her. So they should all.
I feel for her family, because that really was not necessary. They just lost their 15-year-old over something so stupid and careless over a street fight, and that's even more sad part.
Yeah.
So, before we get out of here, G, what do you have streaming for us this week?
Let's see. We got Cooley High, Lazy Sunday, Alchemist, This Thing of Ours, Slim Thug, SDS Vibes, Moneybag Yo, A Gangster's Pain, Lil Yachty is back in the mix, Michigan Boy Boat. I don't know about that title.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that sounds a little suspect there, Yachty.
Yeah, I don't know about that title.
That sounds a little suspect, my guy.
Yellow Wolf and DJ Muggs, Miles Zero, and Corday, Just Until EP.
Okay, Corday, my guy, YB and Corday.
Mm-hmm.
That's my guy. So we have Scan with the vibe. It's the vibe. What do you have for us, Scan, with your vibe this week?
We got to get to the drops too, by the way.
And the vibe of the week is a more smoother flow. I think you guys will quite enjoy this one as well. It's by Daste. It's called Either Way.
Either way. Either way.
Either way.
Either way.
We gonna get it done.
Facts. Here we go.
It's okay. It's alright. Either way, it's alright. It's okay. It's alright. Something is holding me under the pressure. Pressure's holding me down. Pressure's holding me down. Frustrated, always complaining. Will I make it? Gets me every time. Always losing my mind. But it's alright. It's okay. The sun will rise. Either way, it's alright. It's okay. I'll decide the kind of day that I've been waiting for. Something is building. Don't know where to go. What was I thinking? In my head, exploding, holding me back. Pressure's holding me down. Feeling the shifting. It's way too much to bear. How was I living in this state? Something's holding me up. Something's holding me down. But it's alright. It's okay. The sun will rise. Either way, it's alright. It's okay. I'll decide the kind of day that I've been waiting for.
That was Daste with Either Way. Either way, it just reminded me of that Cat Williams. Either way, you know what I mean? That's what it reminds me of. Either way. Mm-hmm. That was a cool vibe, man. I like that vibe. It was that's a
real smooth and silky.
Yeah, that's a you get your Jack or your brandy. You know what I mean?
That cognac.
Yeah, whatever vice you like. You understand me?
That yak.
Facts.
Just let that vibe out with you. Get you something luscious, and then enjoy yourself.
Something luscious.
Something luscious. You understand?
Would you say nutritious? Something nutritious.
Something nutritious for you, baby. And just vibe out. Just let that vibe out, and just you just give it that look, baby, and be like, either way, baby. Either way.
Either way.
Either way.
It's the
either
vibe.
Way.
It's the vibe.
It's the vibe. One more thing before we want some housekeeping before we get out of here. The internal joke that's been on the show since this show has started.
Return of the Wade.
Yeah, that.
It is Return of the Wade.
Mark Morrison from Return of the Mac fame has released the 25th anniversary version remixes of the that song. I'm gonna hit him up, see if I can get on a remix. See what we can do about that.
Yeah,
hit on TikTok, do something. Just so I can just say something. After,
that should be like the alternate cover of this episode. Was
the return, the alternate cover?
Yeah, the alternate cover is the picture of you with the for your album cover. What was it? You was in all white or something?
Oh, that picture? Oh,
yeah, that should be the alternate cover. That should be the alternate cover because that's what started
my sister wedding.
Yeah, that's what started. That's what started the joke.
You know the irony of that is that they're not even married anymore.
Hey, look, shit happens.
Definitely happens.
See that for him is Return to the Mac.
Yeah. That's crazy. That's funny. Just thought about that. I just told her the other day too. They're not even married no more. That's funny. But yeah, man, look, that's our show. 188 is in the can. Anything else we get out of here, y'all? That we missing?
Nope.
We have a live show coming. We'll give y'all more details on that soon. I know a lot of people been wondering about that. Our live shows seem to go off better than our normal shows, which is interesting. I think y'all like that more. But we'll see about that. Scan, you want to let the world know where they can find you and see more of you at?
They can catch me on my Twitter, which is going to be more Nissa. That's MOORENISSA. Catch me on my OnlyFans, it's onlyfans.com/Nissa Moore. That's NEEDSOMEMOORE. Check me out.
And your podcast?
We Talk. We're currently looking for a new platform, but we're still available wherever else.
Okay. And G, where can they find more of you at?
Same place they never find me. They never look for me.
Listen, whenever you post an episode,
they don't really look for me either.
Listen, G, whenever you post an episode, I see you get a bunch of comments. So don't be saying that. I be seeing you get like
those be bots, yeah. those be a bunch of bots. I'm still getting emails like off of the straight. Hey, want to be a guest on your podcast? I'm like,
yeah,
you don't listen to the podcast.
I get those too.
Like it just be a bunch of bots, yo. Like, look, it looked good for the public though.
It does look good, you know.
Oh, well.
The numbers look good.
Yeah, the numbers look good. That's why when Jay was like, "Men lie, women lie, numbers don't," I was like, "Bullshit, they don't."
They definitely do.
Them shits be inflated like fuck. But _G_LI, Instagram, Twitter, it's all the same.
Okay, and make sure you follow the podcast at WordsWithWade.com. Words with Wade, all one word, on all social media platforms, Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, all that good stuff. And of course, you can follow me at the Wade Blogs, TheWadeBloggs. Remember, I never go broke. My name got 2 G's. I think that's everything, right?
Sounds like it.
Sounds like it. So, as always, you may agree with what we say.
Mm-hmm.
You may not agree with what we say.
Okay.
One thing you can agree with.
What's that?
We keep it uncut.
Uncut.
Until next time, we'll catch you on the internet.
Cheer.
Cheer.
Cheer.